Hi everyone, good evening. I believe you can hear me. If you can hear me, drop a fire emoji. If you can hear me, drop a fire emoji. If you can hear me, drop a fire emoji. If you can hear me, drop a fire emoji. If you can hear me, drop a fire emoji. Hi everyone, good evening and welcome to Smartphone Motion Design Arc 2.0. Today is the day 2 of the class and I believe you are ready to learn. If you are ready, I want you to type I am ready to learn from Femi Mavin. I am ready to learn from Femi Mavin. If you can hear me loud and clear, I want you to write I am ready to learn from Femi Mavin. All right. I love the energy. Keep it up. I love the energy. I am ready to learn from Femi Mavin. Yeah, there's a lot to learn tonight, and I am excited to share, um, you know, knowledge with you guys tonight. So by 8 p.m. we are going to start. By 8 p.m. we are going to start. We are going to start by 8 p.m. So keep up the energy. I believe my voice is audible and you can see my screen. All right. Today is going to be massive. Yesterday, I used my PC to explain and the basics of motion design, and yesterday is all about the basics, because before you can become a great motion designer, you need to learn the basics. So that's why I start this class by teaching the basics and sharing my journey, how I started and how I get to where I am. All right. So these are the things I shared yesterday and the basics of motion design. And I believe you enjoy um, the yesterday class. I believe you learned a lot. So tonight is going to be more and more of knowledge. So it's going to be massive. All right, it's time. 8 p.m. Once again, welcome to SMDH 2.0, day 2. I want to do a quick recap of what I explained yesterday. I mean, what we learned yesterday. So yesterday, we learned the basics of motion design, and I I explained what motion design is, the meaning of motion and designs, and the principles of design principles and animation principles. And this is why I explained this yesterday because it's very, very essential to have knowledge on the basics. So we have 12 design principles and also we have um, 12 animation principles, which I explained yesterday. So today we'll be creating a simple motion design on Alight Motion. But before we create a motion design on Alight Motion, I'm going to explain how to use the Alight Motion app. What is Alight Motion? What is Alight Motion? How to use the Alight Motion app to create animation? How to use the app to animate static element to motion, and how to create your first motion design using the app. So this is what we want to learn today, and I believe you are prepared and ready to learn. All right. Now, before we start today's class, which is the basics of Alight Motion application, I want to because yesterday I got a lot of messages that the network issues, like my voice is not audible enough, like my voice is not, like no one is hearing my voice. So I want to do a quick recap. All right. I started my journey in 2023. All right, and I started um with this um coming. All right. I started my journey using a 20K phone, which was a big challenge. The phone was not working well, but then I keep on using it that way. Practicing, and within 6 months, I was able to get a new phone because of I put in the work, practice, consistency, and all, and it pays off. Hard work always pays off. So I was able to move from 20K phone to using a brand new Techno Camon 30 Pro 5G, all because I learned motion design, as you can see on the screen here. So I got this this was my first gadget. Then I move on to getting a brand new monitor, setting up my workspace and and getting a brand new PC, as you can see it here. This is why I'm doing a recap is because the story was not clear today. The network was bad. So that's why I'm doing a quick recap before we dive into today's class. All right. So from 20K phone, I was, I got a new gadget worth millions, as you can see showing on my screen right now. I got a new PC, I got a brand new smartphone, I got a brand new um monitor as well, and I also got a brand new iOS as well. So it was like the result was massive because the Bible says, "I will bless the work of your hands." So I did not just wish to because I did not wish to get a new smartphone, but then I put in the work to get a good smartphone. But then before I achieved this, I was also in your level. I was broke, I not have a skill. But because I put in the work to learn this high income skill, and the result was massive. My hard work pays off. Now you are here to learn motion design. All right. And I want you to put in the work, and I want you to pay attention, because what took me 6 months, 1 year, 2 years to learn is what I'm going to be teaching you in just 7 days. During my own learning journey, I don't have a course, I don't have a coach, neither I have a mentor. Also, I can't find any tutorial. I search and search and search and search on YouTube. I can't find any tutorial. So it was difficult, but then I don't want it to be difficult for you. That is why I created smartphone motion design app, to share with you, you know, what I did to get to this level, and how I was able to master the Alight Motion application to create amazing motion design for brands. All right. So that's what I'll be sharing with you from day 2 to day 7. Day 2 to day 7. Now that you are here, make sure that you avoid anything that will distract you. Make sure you stay focused. You stay focused, and you have the and you are ready to learn. All right. Stay focused. Avoid distraction. All right, because I believe that if I can do it, to be able to get an iOS, yeah, a brand new PC, a brand new monitor, a brand new smartphone, then you can do it as well. You can do it as well. All right. If I can do it, starting from using a 20K phone, then you can do it. So that's how that's my journey so far, right? From being broke to working with brands to getting a good gadget, all from my own hard earned money. Not maybe I call my mom or I call my dad to give money. No, it was through my motion design skill. Through what my motion design skill. So that's the recap I wanted to do before we dive into today's class. So if you are following, I want you to drop a fire emoji. I want you to drop a fire emoji. Drop a fire emoji. Drop a fire emoji. All right. I'm glad you all are following. I'm glad. So you see, before you earn, you need to learn. All right. Before you can earn money, okay, I want to buy a good gadget, I want to make money, I want to get this, I want to get that. No, you need to first learn. You learn before you earn. You don't earn first, you learn. But by learning skill before you can earn money. So that's why you are here, to learn a skill. All right. So now I want you to put. I don't want you to have the mindset that, okay, I need money. I need money. I want to make money from this skill. No, have the mindset that I am here to learn a skill so that I can become valuable and solve problem for brands, because money is given as a reward for solving a problem. If you can solve my problem, then I will give you money. But if you cannot solve my problem, I cannot give you money until you build yourself to a point where you can solve problem. Then you cannot get any money. So you need to build yourself to be able to solve problem and be rewarded. So now you are learning this skill. You are here to learn a skill to be able to solve problem for brands, to be able to create motion design, create promotional videos, explainer videos for brands and earn. All right, so you learn. Learning should be the first thing before earning. So don't put earning at first. No, learning. I am here to learn so that I can earn. I am here to learn from Femi so that I can earn. So don't say I'm here to earn. No, no, I'm here to learn so that I can earn. All right. So now it's time to learn. All right, it's time to learn. So after sharing my story here today, the next thing then we dive into the basics, which is motion design, design principles, and animation principles. Motion design, design principles, and animation principles. And I say that motion design has two words. The first word is motion, while the second word is design. And I said motion refers to the art or process of the art or process of changing the position of an element from one place to another. Now let me show you what motion is with Alight Motion, because yesterday I used my PC to explain. So let me use my smartphone now. Motion design. All right. Motion design. All right. I believe you can see my screen. Now, here is the blank screen. Now, this is a shape. This is a shape, right? This shape, we call it graphics element. Graphics element. Because what are graphics elements? Graphics elements are lines, shape, color, texture, and typography. So this is the shape, and we call it graphics elements or visual elements. Now, this circle shape is static. This circle shape cannot move from left to right. Why? Because I've not animated it. And animation is what we call motion. Animation is motion. All right. So motion means, in simple terms, motion means movement. In simple terms, motion means what? It means movement. Now, this is the static element, and I want to make this to move from left to right. From left to right. That means before I can um, animate this, then I need to before I can make this to move, then I need to animate it. Now I'm going to animate this shape now. All right, because I want it to move. This is a static shape and I want this to move, because you are here to learn motion design, not static. All right, you are here to learn motion design, which means how to animate element to move from one place to another. That's what you are here to learn, not graphic design, because graphic design is static. Why motion design is what? Movement. Motion design move. All right. Now let me animate this now. A keyframe here, another keyframe here. All right. Now let me just take it here to the left, then to the right. All right. To the right. To the right. Now can you see it's moving from left to right? This is what we call motion. Once again, motion refers to the act or process of changing the position of an element to move from one place to another. Now it's moving from left to right. From left, as you can see, from left to right. So now from static elements, these elements are turned to what? Motion. You cannot call this a simple animation, because it's now moving from left to right. From left to right. So this is what I explained yesterday, that motion refers, all right, to change the position of an element to move from one place to another. All right, so that's motion. And design is what? Is the arrangement of visual elements to create something functional and appealing. Now, if we now combine both motion and design together, so it means motion design means to, I believe you can hear me, because I don't want it to be like yesterday. So if you can hear me, please just drop a fire emoji so that I can know you can hear me. Please. I know you can hear me. Please. All right, all right, all right, all right. All right, I'm glad you can hear me. All right, now motion design is the art of bringing static graphics to life through animation. Motion design is the art of bringing static graphics to life through animation. So that's the simple terms, because I don't like to use Google definition. No, I love to use simple definition that even a 5 years old child can understand. Because I believe with this definition I can understand better. Because if I use Google definition, it has a lot of grammar. But then my own definition is simple. Motion design is the art of bringing static graphics to life through animation, creating engaging visual experience. Very simple. Now, this shape now is called static graphics, but then I've bring it to life by animating it. Can you see? Moving from left to right. So very simple. So this is what we call motion, motion design. All right, motion design. So that's the recap of what I explained yesterday, and I also explained design principles. I said we have 12 design principles and 12 animation principles. 12 design principles and 12 animation principles. So let me um, do a quick recap again. All right. So design principles we have 12. The first principle is balance, contrast, alignment, proximity, repetition, hierarchy, white space, unity, simplicity, emphasis, movement, proportion. So these principles is what we are going to use as a motion designer to create, you know, a design. Because as a motion designer, you are not just animating, you are also a designer, because you design before you animate. What I say, you design before you animate. So you can't call yourself a motion designer and you neglect design principles. Trust me, you can never, it will be impossible to create visually appealing motion design. Because as a motion designer, you need to what? Learn design principles. You need to be able to create good designs, because it's the design that you create, you will animate. As a motion designer, you are also a graphic designer. But then I'm not saying, but as a motion designer, your own is not to create flyers, posters, banners. No, but then you need to have knowledge, on how to create designs. Though we are going there, but then let me just do a quick recap. Now the next one is animation principles. So animation principles has 12 principles as well. Animation has 12 principles. So the first principle is scratch and stretch. The second principle is anticipation, staging, timing and spacing, ease in and ease out, straight ahead action and post to post, follow through and overlapping action, acts, secondary action, exaggeration, study drawing, and appeal. All right. So these two principles is what we are going to use, you know, to create a visually appealing motion design. All right. Because if you don't follow these principles, then it'll be difficult for you to create visually appealing motion designs. So that's what we learned yesterday. That's the basics. All right. That's the basics. And I believe the recap I did now help you, to understand better, because yesterday the network issues, it makes things to, not too clear. But then I believe my voice today is audible enough. All right. So now today you will learn the basics of Alight Motion application. The basics of Alight Motion application. If you are ready to learn the basics of Alight Motion application, I want you to type Alight Motion in the comment section. Alight Motion in the comment section. All right? Alight Motion in the comment section. Extension. All right. That's nice. All right. I love the energy. I love the energy. All right. Now before I start, teaching, okay, how to use Align Motion, how to use the tools, how to use the elements, I need to take you through the history of Alight Motion, how Alight Motion was created, like who created the Alight Motion application, because you need to know this before we start using the application. All right, you need to know this before you start using the application. And I believe you are with your writing materials. You are with your writing materials. Now, Alight Motion was developed by Alight Creative. Alight Motion was developed by Alight Creative. So Alight Creative is a technology company focused on creating accessible tools for motion design and video editing. All right. What the company specialize on is to create accessible tools for motion design and video editing. This company has created, different apps, not just Alight Motion. All right. They have created different apps for motion design and video editing. Now, Alight Motion app was officially launched on August 5, 2018. Alight Motion was officially launched on August 5, 2018. You see, this app was launched on August 5, 2018, and I get to know about this app in 2022. You can see that's why it is very important to, information is good, to be honest. You need to have access to the right information. Assuming I have known about this application since 2018, even by now I have created about even 500 motion designs. But then it's not it's not too late. It's not too late. So the app was officially launched on August 5, 2018 for Android devices. For Android devices. Then later, Alex Creative made it available for iOS. But then they first made it available for only Android devices. Only Android devices. Then later on, they made it available for iOS. Now, the vision behind Alight Motion was to bridge the gap between professional design software and mobile devices. The industry standard software to create motion design and animation is Adobe After Effects. What I say? Adobe After Effects. So Adobe After Effects is the industry standard software that is used to create motion design and animation. But then Alight Creative now bridged the gap between the software, which is Adobe After Effects, to create Alight Motion, which enables creators to produce or to create high quality motion design and animation without the need to get a PC or without the need to get expensive equipment. Now, if Alight Motion was not created, then it will be difficult for me to get to where I am today, because during my learning journey, I don't have the money to get a PC. All right, I only have the money to get a smartphone. So what if Alight Motion was not created? It will be impossible for me to create motion design, because it is only Alight Motion app that you can use on smartphone to create, visually appealing motion design. So that's the history about Alight Motion. It was officially launched in 2018, and it was developed by Alight Creative. So if someone asks you that, which company develop Alight Motion, then we just reply the person. Alight Creative was develop Alight Motion. Alight Motion. So now today I'm going to explain what the app is and how you can use the application. How you can use the application. Now, this is the Alight Motion interface. This is Alight Motion interface. Alight Motion, it is like, I would say that this app is powerful, because I have used this app to create about like over 100 plus motion design. Yes, this application is powerful. I've used it to create motion design, animation, and all. Yeah, now This app, this app works on iOS and Android. It works on iOS and Android. But then before you can use this app, you need to subscribe. It has subscription plan, it has weekly plan, and it has yearly plan. Which means before you can use this app, have access to the advanced features and all the effects, you need to subscribe. But then there's another way to use the application without subscribing, which is by downloading the Mode app. So now, what is the meaning of mode? Mode means modified version of the original app. Modified version of the original app. Because it's not everyone that can, afford the subscription fee, but then the Mode app is made available. So if you want to use the app on your Android phone and you cannot afford the subscription, then you can download the Mode app on Chrome. Just go to your Chrome browser, search for Alight Motion Mode app, then you are good to go. But then the Mode app cannot work on iOS. Why? Because iOS have a different Android, a different package. On Android, we have APK, while on iOS it is IPA. So it is different. Android APK, iOS IPA, and the Mode app is APK, which means that it is impossible to use APK on iOS. So that means that iOS users cannot use the application for free. Before iOS users can, I use iOS as well, and I try to use the app for free on my iPhone, but then it is impossible because iOS is IPA, Android is APK. So for iOS users that is watching live now, I'm sorry, but you need to subscribe. All right, you have to subscribe. But then Android users, you can download the Mode app. Just go to Chrome, search for this keyword, Alight Motion Mode APK. Then you are good to go. You are what? You are good to go. Mode APK. Then you are good to go. You are what? You are good to go. Mode APK. Then you are good to go. You are what? You are good to go. All right, iPhone users, don't be annoyed. All right, don't be annoyed. So, Android users, you can get the app on Chrome. All right. Now, after you have downloaded the Mode app on your Android phone, the next thing is, how can I use this app? Because it is easy to download the app, but it is difficult to use the app. All right, it is easy to download the app, but difficult to use the app, because you can just go to your Play Store now and download the app, but it is difficult to use the app. That's why I am here to solve the problem for you and teach you how you can use the application. So after you have downloaded the app, maybe you're using iOS, you subscribe on iOS, and you have downloaded the Mode app on Android, then the next thing is learn how to use the app. Now, this is the application. All right. So when you open the application like this, you see different option here. The first one you see is home. 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 Now the home has different updates. It also has tutorials, but then the tutorial is not detailed, just short tutorial. Likewise, as Alight Motion 5.0 is here, all right, and other updates. So the home is about updates. The next section is tutorials. So if you want to learn how to use the Alight Motion application, then you can watch this tutorial. You can watch the tutorial, but then this tutorial is not detailed. It's not detailed because I click on it when I was starting, when I the first time using the app, but then I did not understand at all. It was difficult because this tutorial is not detailed. It's just simple, just 10-minute tutorial. It's not detailed at all. So the second section is tutorial. Now the next one is this green icon. We call it it has different options. So this is where this is the section we use when you want to create an animation, or you want to create a few ads, anything you want to create at all. So this is where you click on. Now the home section and the tutorial section is not needed. All right, it's not needed because it has just update. So what is needed here, I mean what is useful for you as a motion designer, is the project section and the template section. All right, the project and the template. Now when you click on this green circle, all right, it's going to, we have different options here. The first one is project, while the second one is animate. The first one is project, while the second one is animate. Now I want to explain the project before I explain the animate. Now the project means that if you want to create, a new animation, or you want to create anything at all, then you need to click on the project. Now the project has different size. The first one is 16:9. All right, so if you want to create a video art, the size we use is 16:9. If you want to create a video art, or you want to create explainer videos, or a motion design for a brand, then you use 16:9, because 16:9 is the aspect ratio for social media, YouTube and all. So 16:9, then followed by 9:16. So 9:16 is um the size for Instagram reels and other platforms as well. So 9:16. Then next one is 4:5. All right, then followed by 1:1. Then next one is 4:3. 4:3. But then you can create your own size yourself. When you click on this pencil icon here, when you click on it, you can change the size to your own. Let's say you cannot find the size you want to use here, then you can come here to change the size. You can write maybe 1080 by 1080, or 1080 by 13, any size that align with your project. Now the next one is frame rate. If you are following, please, I want you to drop a fire emoji. This is why I'm saying it, because I want to know if you can hear my voice and if you can see my screen. So just drop a fire emoji. That will tell me that okay, you can see my screen before I continue. Yeah, thank you so much. All right, all right. I love the energy. I love it. All right. The next one is frame rate. All right, frame rate. And frame rate has we have different
Animation without easing.
we have
Animation without easing refers to
we have
movement that
different
maintain a
frame rates. The first one is 12 frames. Then the next one is 15 frames, followed by 18 frames, then 20 frames, 24 frames, and 25 frames, 30 frames, 14 frames, 50, 60. Now what is the meaning of frame rate? Because before you can use something, you need to know the meaning. What's the meaning of frame rate? Frame rate, what does it mean? Frame rate. Now frame rate refers to the number of frames displayed per second in an animation or video. All right. Frame rate refers to the number of frames displayed per second in an animation or video. All right. Frame rate determine how smooth the motion in your animation will appear. All right. How smooth the motion in your animation will appear. Now, the common frame rate to use as a motion designer is 24 fps, 30 fps, and 60 fps. Now, 24 fps is the standard for when you want to create a cinematic project, or you want to create a promotional video. You can use 24 fps. Then the 30 fps is used to create when you want to create a social media video ads, explainer videos, motion design animation. Then you can use 30 fps. So the one I use frequently is 30 fps. Then the 60 fps is used when you want to create high quality animation or slow motion effects. Then you can use the 60 fps, but then the one I recommend to use is 30 fps. 30 fps is what I'm going to recommend to use. Now, so that's that about the frame rate. Once again, let me explain again. Frame rate refers to the number of frames displayed per second in an animation or video. So that's the frame rate. Then the next one is the background. When you want to create an animation or you want to create a video ad, you need to add background. And now, here we have different background. The first one is black. The second one is white. The third is light gray. The fourth is green, while the fifth is blue. Then the last one is transparent. But the one I always use when I want to work on a project here in Alight Motion is transparent, because I love to choose my background myself. I don't want Alight Motion to choose background for me. All right. So I love to choose background myself. So I always use transparent. So that's that about the project section. Then the next one is elements. Now, the difference between projects and elements is that in elements you can create an animation and reuse it in your project. What I mean about reuse in your project? Now, if you create if you select project and you click on create project and you create an animation, if you want to for instance, let me explain so that you can understand better. Now, I want to create a project now, and I want to create a circle animation. So let me bring in a circle animation. Now, this is a circle animation, and this is a circle shape, rather. A circle shape. Now, I want to animate the circle shape now. Okay, a keyframe here. Don't worry, I'll still explain what keyframe is and all. We are going there, so let's just do it one after the other. Now, this is a keyframe. Now, this one here, and the other one here as well. Now, if I want to create another project and I want to use this circle animation in my new project, I cannot use it again because I select project. But if I want to reuse this circle shape in my project, then if I want to animate it, I will not select project. Here, I will select element. I will not select what project. I will select element. Now, if I click on elements now, and I create the circle animation again, then bring in the circle. Use the circle shape, all right, color white. Then I add a keyframe here, another keyframe here, then move to the next side here. Now, if I want to reuse this circle shape in my new project, then it is possible. Why? Because I used element. Now, if I want to create a new project, let's say a client reached out to me, okay, I need a promotional video, and I want to use a circle animation. If the deadline is short and I need to deliver the animation very fast, so instead of creating the circle animation from scratch again, because I have used elements to create the circle animation, then I can use it again. Now, if I create a new project now, let's say I want to create a promotional video for OPay, all right. Then I click on create project. Now, if I click on elements, all right, elements, can you see I can reuse it again in my new project? So that's the meaning of elements. It's like PNG. Though the designers here we understand, PNG means that you can use it in any project. So this one means that you can use the circle shape in any project because it has transparent background, which means that you can import it to any of your project and use it again. So that's the difference between project and elements. So when you click on project and you create an animation, you cannot reuse the animation again until you create it from scratch. But when you select element, you can use the animation in any of your projects over and over again. Over and over again. So that's the difference between the project and element. The project and element. And I believe you understand. If you understand, type I understand in the comment section. Type I understand in the comment section. All right. I'm glad you understand. So that's the difference between project and element. Let's say a brand reach out to you. Okay, Femi, I need a motion design. Please, I want you to create a motion design for me, and the deadline is tomorrow. You know, and in that animation, you will need um a circle animation moving from left to right. All right, instead of creating it from scratch again, you just quickly come to your element section and import it again and use it very fast. But then project, you need to create it from scratch. So before you select any of these options, you need to ask yourself that the animation I want to create now, will I need it in future or I don't need it? So if you don't need the animation, then you can select project. But if you need the animation in your future project, then you select element. All right, that's different. You select element. Now, I have explained the first section, which is project and element. Now, the second one here is the project. This one here is the project, which means that any animation you create will be stored here. As you can see, I've created a lot of animation with this app. So any animation you created will be stored here. This is like if a what can I use to, okay, let me use file. So all your animation will be stored in one place here. All right. Now the next one is template. Template. Now Alight Motion template is not out yet, but then template means that if I create an animation here in Alight Motion, I can share the project file to someone else to use. For instance, if I create a motion design for OPay and my friend is also a motion designer using Alight Motion, all right, I can share the animation that I created here to my friend, and my friend will import the animation here as a template to use. In Photoshop we have templates. So likewise, Alight Motion as well, we have template, which means that if you create an animation, you can send it to your friends or to anyone, and they can use it on Alight Motion again. So any animation you created on Alight Motion, you can sell it. Yes, you can sell it. Maybe you create an animation that is amazing, then someone else does not know how to create that kind of animation. You can sell it to that person. So when you sell it to that person can import the template and see your process. Oh, so this is how you create the animation. Wow, that's nice. Okay, this is how you use easings. Wow, this is amazing. So this is how you do this and that. So we call that template, which means that you can share your project to your friends or anyone to use. All right. So that's template. Now that's the four section. The first one is home, followed by tutorials, projects, and templates. Now, if you want to create a motion design on Alight Motion, what you need the most is this one, the project and the element. These are two things you need. What I say, these are two things you need if you want to create a motion design or you want to create any project on Alight Motion. So I have explained the first part which you need to know. Now, when you click on this green circle now and you want to create a new project, you just click on create project. Click on create project. Now I'll click on create project now. So when you click on create project, what you see next is a blank screen. All right, what you see next is a blank screen. Then you'll be wondering, what is the meaning of blank screen? How can I use this app? What should I do? Because that's the first thing I asked myself when I was using this application the first time. I don't even know where to press, because the tools is many, the thread is many. I don't even know where to start. That's why every expert you see today was once a beginner. I was once a beginner. I can't even use Alight Motion at all. If a certified beginner, let me use the word, a beginner. Like, I don't even know how to use the app, but with consistent practice, because practice makes perfect. But then I don't like to say it that way, because you can't practice today and become perfect at what you do immediately. I will say it this way: practice leads to improvement, all right, and consistent practice makes perfect. Practice in a day will lead to improvement. You just improve a bit, but consistent practice is what leads to perfect. So practice makes perfect means that you need to be consistent. Consistency before you can gain mastery or become so good at what you do. So it is through consistent practice that I master this application. Now, once you click on create project, you see um a blank screen. Now the first one here is what we call preview. This side here, this place is what we call preview. So this is where you can preview your animation. All right, we call it preview section, preview. And this one here is what we call timeline. This place here is what we call timeline. All right, the first one is preview, while the second one is timeline. The first one is preview, while the second one is timeline. Now, if you want to create an animation, you'll be using both preview and timeline. Preview and timeline. Now, when you click on this plus icon here, you see different options. The first one is shape, second one is media, third one is audio, the next one is object/element, then the next one is template, then followed by freehand drawing. Like, we have a lot of tools here. All right, so I'm going to explain one by one. So I want to because I'm looking at the time, because this class will end by 10:30 p.m. So I want to see how I can manage the time well and teach us the motion design. All right, now the first one is shape. So as the name implies, shape, which means that this section consists of different shapes like circle, rectangle, plus, square, stars. So shape. As I said that as a motion designer, what we use to create motion design is graphics elements or visual elements. And what are graphics elements? They are nice shapes. So these are the shapes, because you cannot create a motion design without using shapes. It is impossible. So the first one is shapes. It consists of different shapes that you can use in your project. The next one is media. Which means that when you want to create um an animation, or you want to create a video art, and you want to, maybe you download a stock videos, or you download a stock image that you want to use in your project, you click on the media to import the image or to import the video footage into Alight Motion. So that's what the media section is. Now let's say I want to create an animation now, and I want to use this. So I want to use a stock videos, or stock images, I'll just come to the media section, scroll to where the stock images is, or where the stock video is. I'll just keep on scrolling until I find it. So let's say this is stock videos. So as you can see, so that's what the media section does. The next one is audio. As a motion designer, you can't create an animation or a motion design without adding background music. All right, background music or audio give life to your animation. Give life to your animation. For instance, let me show you an example, because I love to show example. All right, so that you can see it very well. Now let me bring in an animation I work on for a fintech company, so that I can see it here. For a fintech company, um I'm coming. I want to show you an animation I created for a fintech company here. Okay, just give me some minutes. Okay, now let me use this one. I created this one for both app. All right, now let me play this animation.
Need a ride? Take a bolt.
Now if I reduce the volume and I send this to the client, and the client posts it like this without adding a background music or without adding audio, trust me, the client will not get results from this animation. Yes, the animation is amazing. Like the circle movement is smooth, everything is perfect, the design is well done, the color is well, shoes and all. But then without adding background music, you know, the client or the company will not get any results from this animation. And now let me play this animation now. Can you see? Yes, the animation is smooth. The visual use is high quality, but then without adding background music, it's like dead. Because background music, you know, make your animation to be more outstanding, build life to your animation. All right. So if you want to add background music to your animation, then just come to the audio section, scroll down to, then you click on the plus icon here to bring in the background music or audio. Then the next one is object/element. Now, when you want to create an animation and you want to create a zoom in and zoom out animation, then you just come to the object/element, then click on camera. So camera is used to create a zoom in and zoom out animation. All right, a zoom in and zoom out animation. So if you want to create an animation and you want to create a zoom in and zoom out animation, just come to the object/element, then bring in the camera. All right. Now, the object/element has four or two. The first one is camera. The second one is null. The third one is empty group, while the fourth is element/project. The first one is camera, the second one is null, the third is empty group, the fourth is element/object. As I said, that the camera is used to create zoom in and zoom out animation. Now the null is used to control 10 to 6 elements together. Let's say you want to create an animation now and you want to use circle. Let me bring in a circle shape. You want to use circle shape like this. Can you see? And let me use black. You want to use 5 circles in your project, like this. 5 circles like this. So let me duplicate the circle 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Then bring it here like this. One here like this. Another one here. All right. Another one here as well. So if you want to control these 5 circles at once, then you will use the null. So that's the benefit of the null. All right. You use the null to control the 5 circles. Now you just click on this first circle, click here, then match to the null. Though I'll still explain what the meaning of match, and but then I just want to explain the features of the null too. All right. Now you just click on this one as well, match it to the null. The next one as well, match it to the null, followed by this as well to the null. This one to null. All right. Now I can now use the null to control everything together at once. All right. So that's the features of the null too. All right. Now I believe you understand. Now the next one is element. As I said the other time, that element, if you create an animation and you want to reuse the animation, just come to the element, then bring in the circle animations, you can see. So that's that about that. Now the next one is templates. I've explained that as well, that templates, if you create an animation and you want to share with your colleagues, or want to sell the template, or you want to sell the animation, you can just copy the link, send it to the person, then the person will now import the animation as template, then use it. Right. Now the next one is freehand drawing. As the name implies, freehand drawing, it means that you can, when you click on it, you can just draw anything you want. Can you see? You just do anything you want. It is free. So you are free to do anything you want. So just do anything you want, and yeah. So that was the features of the freehand drawing. Then the next one is vector drawing. Vector drawing. So when you want to work on animation and um you want to create a straight line, you just click on the vector drawing tool here. Then come here like this, just add a dot here, another one here, like this. So just come to the border and shadow, change to white. So that's the features of the vector drawing. You can use to draw anything you want. You can use to draw a character. You can use the vector drawing to draw a box, or any element at all. All right. So you can use vector drawing to draw anything. For instance, I use the vector drawing to draw this hand. Let me show you. To draw this, where is it? Yeah, this hand here. This hand, as you can see on my screen. I use the vector drawing to illustrate this hand, and I use in my project. So that's what you can use the vector drawing to do. But then it takes time. It takes time before you can know how to use the vector drawing. But then with consistent practice, all right, then you become so good at it. So that's that about that. Now the next one is test. All right. Now if you want to create an animation, you need to use test. So just click on the test, type your test here. Let's say Femi Mavin new class. All right. Then just change the text to anyone you want, color white. All right. Now you are good to go. Can you see? So that's it. Femi Mavin new class. Femi Mavin new class. So that's the features of the test. All right. So I've explained everything here. The first one is shape. The second one is media. The third one is audio, objects, large elements, templates, freehand drawing, better drawing, and tests. Now the next one is, okay, after the shape, the media, the templates, everything. The next one now is so let me delete everything here. Delete everything here. Now as you can see, it's blank already. Now if I want to change this transparent to a blue background, what will I do? I will click on the plus icon here, then click on this rectangle shape here, then I'll just scale it up. Now if I click on the rectangle shape now and I click on it, then it's going to show a new tools. The first two I explained now is this one, the media, the audio, the object, template, and all. But then if I click if I bring in a layer and I tap on the layer, it's going to show another tools. So now we have different tools here. So I'm going to explain it one after the other very quickly, because I don't want to spend much time on this, because now we are still going to practical. So now the first one is color and fill. I believe you can hear me, and I believe my voice is audible. If yes, type I can hear you. I can hear you. So let me know. All right. Now, so let's continue. Now, when you bring in a rectangle shape or you click on it now, it's going to show different section. Different. It has different tools. The first one is color and fill. The second one is border and shadow. The third one is blending and opacity. The fourth is move and transform. The fifth is edit shape. The next one is preset, then followed by effect. Now, the color and fill, as the name implies, means that if you want to change the color of an element, maybe to black, to yellow, to any color you want, then just click on the color and fill like this, then you are good to go. Just change the color. So it means that changing the color. The next one is border and shadow. If you want to add border at the edges of this, then just add border like this, then you are good to go. Then the next one is blending and opacity. Let's say I bring in an image, or so let me bring in an image now. Let me bring in this. All right, so this is a design created for the class, as you can see. Now let me take it up. Now the border and shadow now means that if you want to reduce the opacity of this shape, can you see I have reduced the opacity. So it means blending and opacity, and also have different features as well. The first one is darken. Can you see darken? The next one is lighting. The followed by contrast, difference, and all. So you can just play around with these features, then you can get it right. Because I can't explain in detailed because our time is almost gone. This is 9 p.m. All right. Now the next one is move and transform. Move and transform. This is the main this is the main thing you'll be using to create motion designs. Move and transform. We have four properties. When you want to create an animation, we have four properties. All right, four properties to create an animation. The first one is position. The second one is scale. The third one is opacity. The fourth is rotation. If you want to create an animation, you will use these four properties to create an animation. Any animation at all, any animation you see out there, the animator or the motion designer use these four properties: position, scale, rotation, and what? Opacity. Now, in Alight Motion as well, we have the four properties. The first one here is position, followed by rotation, scale, and what? This one we call it skew. All right, but then it has position, rotation, scale, and this is the opacity here. All right, opacity. Now, after the move and transform, the next one is edit shape. If I bring in a shape now like this and I want to edit the shape, maybe to squeeze, then I'll click on this, then as you can see, to squeeze it like this. Then the next one is preset, as you can see. So preset means that if you want to save the animation to use it later, then you can save it as preset. Then the last one is effect. All right, the effect. So if I click on the effect, it has different effects here in the browser. The first one is color and light. The second one is drawing and edge. The third is blur. The fourth is distortion and warp. You see, I can't explain everything one by one because I want to meet up with the time. All right. Now the fifth is procedural. You can see the sixth is 3D. You want to create 3D animation and all. Then the next one is move and transform, followed by repeat, math marks, opacity, test, and others. So that's the effect we have in the browser. So that's the quick explanation about how to use Alight Motion, the overview of how to use the Alight Motion application. You see, if you want to master Alight Motion application, all right, one thing you can do to master this application is when you create projects. All right, you master the application when you create projects consistently. Even if I explain in detail and you do not create projects, then you still find it hard to use the application. I was able to master this application within 5 months because I was creating fictional projects. So if you want to master all the tools in Alight Motion, all the effects, everything, you need to create functional projects every time. If you create functional project today, you will discover new tools, new features. If you create another one tomorrow, you keep on discovering new tools, new features, and the more you do it, you'll be able to master the tools, you'll be able to master the application. All right. So the more you create project, the more you master the application. So that's the secret. If you want to master this app within just 3 months or 4 months, just start creating fictional projects, start creating personal projects, and you master the tools and everything. But then the first time you use the tools, the application, trust me, it will be difficult. I've been there. The first time, don't believe that it's going to be easy. The first time it will be difficult. The second time as well it will be difficult. The third time again it will be difficult, but then the fourth, the fifth, then you'll be able to start being easy. All right, being easy, and you'll be able to navigate through the app, use it to create an animation. That's why today we dive into practical, and I'll be giving you an assignment so that you can use it to know how to use the application very well. So that was the first one, which that was the first outline of this today's topic. Now the next one is step by step step-by-step guidance on animating static elements into motion. So that's the next outline before we now move to the creating a complete motion design project from scratch. And I believe that's what most of you are waiting for. Complete motion design project from scratch. So we're almost there. We're almost there. So we start that in some minutes. So let me just quickly explain how to animate a static element into motion. Now, if I want to animate a static element into motion, the first step is to click on this plus icon and bring in an element. So I'm going to bring in a plus. All right, I'm going to bring in a plus shape like this. Normal. So color white. Yeah, a plus. Now, if you want to animate a static element to motion, you need to use keyframe and easing curves. What I say? Keyframe and easing curve. Without these two, you cannot animate any static element, or you cannot turn a static element to motion. So these are two things we use to turn a static element to motion: keyframes and what? Easing curves. Keyframe and easing curve. Now the next question is that what is keyframe? What is keyframe? I will use a simple times. So keyframe is a point that define a specific position of, and then for instance, okay, let me just use this. Keyframe is used to I want to use a simple terms because I don't want to use big definition. So let me just use simple one that you can understand. Keyframe is used to move an element from left to right or from one place to another. It is keyframe you will use to move an element from one place to another. Now, this plus element now is static, and it cannot move. Now, if I want to move this plus element to move from left to right, then I will use keyframe to move it from left to right. I cannot use easing to move an element. No, it is only keyframe you can use to move an element, to turn a static element to motion. You will use keyframe, 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 keyframe. Now I'll be using keyframe now to animate this static element to motion. Now this is what we call keyframe. This can you see it here? This white, should I call it a diamond, or what should I call it? This, okay, let me show you this plus icon here is what you will use to, it's what we call keyframe. Keyframe. All right, keyframe. Now I want to animate this. Now I'm going to add one keyframe at 0 seconds, another keyframe at 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Now I'm going to take this down here, the first keyframe. Then the second keyframe, now I'm going to bring it here. Can you see now that I use the keyframe to control this element? Can you see now it's moving from left to right, from left to right, from left to right, which means that without the keyframe, I cannot animate this this element. It's given that I will use to animate it. Now, what is the benefit of easings, or why do you need to use easing? Now, the reason why you need to use easings is because if you don't use easings and you use only keyframe in your animation, the animation will look robotic. It will look it won't look it won't have the smooth feel. Now let me play this animation now. Can you see it's moving slowly? But then if I want this animation to move smoothly, then I need to add easing. And we have three types of easing. All right, we have three types of easing. The first one is easing. The second one is ease out, and the third one is ease in out. Ease in out. Ease in, ease out, ease in out. Now these three easings, has different movement. All right, the first one, which is the easing. So if you want to create an animation that you want the animation to start slowly and end very fast, then you will use the easing like this. So now the first easing we have here is the linear easing, followed by the easing. So this is what we call easing. Can you see? It's ease in. It's ease in. So the third one is ease out. It's ease out. So as the name implies, ease in. So it's going to go in, go in, go in. While the ease out, go out, go out, go out. Can you see? Then the fourth one is ease in out. The reason why we call it ease in out is because it has both the ease in and ease out together. Can you see? This one is what? Ease out, while this one is what? Ease in. Can you see? So it has both ease out and ease in. So that's why we call it ease in out. Ease in out. So that's the three types of easing: ease in, ease out, ease in out. So that's how to. So if you want to animate a static element into motion, you will use keyframe and easing. You use what? Keyframe and easing. So that's that about the second outline. Now we are moving to the third outline, which is creating a complete motion design project from scratch. For this, I've explained how to use the Alight Motion. What you need to know about the Alight Motion, I've explained the basics of the Alight Motion application, and I've explained how to animate a static element to motion. I said if you want to animate a static element to motion, you use keyframe and easing. And we have three types of easing: ease in, ease out, ease in out. Now it's time for the practical. All right, it's time to create a motion design, your first motion design using the Alight Motion app. If you are excited, I want you to drop a fire emoji. All right. All right, let's go. Now, as a beginner, if you want to create a motion design, your first motion design, all right, there are things you need to do. Now, this is the motion design we want to create today. A motion design for a fintech company called TransferGo. So I'm going to play the animation now. Can you see? Oh, oh, yeah. So this is the animation we want to create. All right, and I'm going to guide you on how to create it from scratch. Now, before you start creating an animation as a beginner, there are things you need to do before creating your first motion design. And I believe you have with your writing materials. Now, the first thing to do is to understand the basics of motion design, which is design principles and animation principles. Now, this is why this animation is amazing, is because I follow design principles. I have take my time to study design principles and animation principles because in life is guided by principles, which as women we need to follow principles if we want to get great results. Now, in this animation now, I use design principles, which is the first principles I use here is alignment. The text is well aligned, while the stock um the figure of the two is well aligned. Then followed by the next thing, I use alignment as well. I use left and right alignment. Left and right alignment. If I did not understand the basics of motion design, then this animation will look unappealing. But because I've studied design principles, which I've explained earlier, I said we have balance, contrast, alignment, and others. I have studied design principles. That's why my animation is appealing. That's the secret. All right, that's the secret. Once you understand design principles and animation principles, you see, people will like your animation. When you post your animation on your page or any platform, people are like, wow, you are so good. Wow, no, you sabi, So understand the basics. Understand the basics. Now I'm going to show you two designs. All right, I'll show you two designs now. One that follow the principles, and the other one does not follow the principles. Now, this is the fourth design. Now, this design now, the designer that created this design does not follow design principles. Can you see that the design is bad? Now, I want you to comment. Is this a good design or a bad design? All right. Is this a good design or a bad design? Comment. I want to hear from you. As you can see that this design is bad. Is bad. So that's what happens when you refuse to follow design principles. All right, when you refuse to when you do not understand design principles. Now I'm going to show you another designs now. All right, now see this design. This design now, is it a good design or a bad design? I want you to comment again. Is it a good design or a bad design? Comment. Yeah, so this is what we call exceptional design. Now, this is why this design is amazing. This is why this design is beautiful, is because the designer understand the basics of graphic design. The design now the first heading the heading here follows what design principles, alignment. The text is well aligned, the phone is well aligned, all the element is well aligned. So as a motion designer, when you want to create your first motion design project, you need to understand the basics of motion design, which is design principles and animation principles. Now, see another design now. Can you see? This design is what is bad. It is a bad design. Why? Because the designer did not follow design principles. Compared to this one, can you see? This is what a beautiful design because the designer follow design principles. So I keep on saying it again that please and please, if you want to become a professional motion designer that creates amazing animation, please do not neglect design principles and animation principles. I am begging you now. Do not neglect design principles and animation principles. It's very, very important. So that's first thing. The second thing now is to familiarize yourself with the design tool and animation tool, which I've explained. So after you have understand the basics of motion design, then you need to now familiarize yourself with the design tool, which is Alight Motion. All right. After you have taken your time to study design principles, you have studied animation principles. The next thing is take your time to learn the tools because it's the Alight Motion that you use to bring your ideas to life. Without Alight Motion, if you study design principles, you study animation principles, there's no way you can bring your ideas to life. It is Alight Motion that we use to bring your ideas to life. All right. So that's the second thing. Familiarize yourself with design and animation tools. Then the next thing is plan your project. Plan your project. Now, so that's what we want to do now. Plan your project. Now we want to create a motion design for transfer money, transfer go, which is what a fintech company. And this is script we want to use because this is a simple motion design. This is script we want to use. Now, before I create this motion design, this transfer go motion design, I plan the project. All right, I plan the project. I do not open Alight Motion immediately. I take my time to, plan the project. Okay, make research about the company, colors, the company audience, their audience, and the kind of the style of design they love. I take my time to plan the project before I open Alight Motion. So you need to plan the project because if you don't plan the project and just rush down to Alight Motion, you will create nonsense. You do what? You create nonsense. So you don't need to rush. Calm down and plan the project. So when you plan the project, then you will do the right thing. You will do the right thing. Then the fourth thing, the next thing to do is to gather inspiration. Before you create your first motion design project, you need to gather inspiration. Don't just open Alight Motion. Now, gathering inspiration means that you need to feed your eyes with amazing animation because you produce what you consume. What I say, you produce what you consume. If you feed your eyes regularly with bad designs, when you want to create your own animation, you create bad animation. For instance, let's say your gallery is full of this kind of designs. Like you have like 200 of this design on your gallery, and every morning when you wake up, this is the design you always see every day. When you want to create your own animation, you will create this kind of designs because you produce what you consume. If you can hear me, I want you to type you produce what you consume. All right. So now for the inspiration, what you need to do is visit YouTube channel, just go to YouTube and feed your eyes with amazing animation, or you can even use Pinterest. Just go to Pinterest here, come to Pinterest, search for motion design, and make sure you feed your eyes with amazing motion design. So that's the next thing. Then followed by, before you start creating your motion design as a beginner, you need to first gather your resources. Gather your resources, the download the images you will use, the video footage you will use, everything should be ready before you start creating your motion design project. So I will keep on saying all this in the process. All right. Now let's start the practical. Now you want to create a motion design for transfer goal. For transfer goal, you see, there's a lot to say about the things you need to do before creating your first motion design as a beginner. So I will say this in the process when creating this motion design. Now I want to create a motion design for transfer go. All right. So transfer go is an international money transfer company that offers a wide range of affordable money transfer service without excessive bank fees. All right. So in short, it is a money transfer company. Money transfer company. Now the script we want to use now says that tired of low costly money transfer, introducing transfer goal. Now this motion design consists of three things. The first one is the problem, the second one is solution, and the last one is call to action. So every motion design should have these three things. All right. Communicating the problem, then introducing the solution, and call to action. Communicating the problem. Okay, you are facing this problem, so here's the solution. Then end it with call to action. If a client reach out to you, they send you a script. What they will give to you is what in the script is going to consist of a problem that their audience is facing, then the solution, which is the product they create to solve the problem, then call to action, how the audience can get the product. Is it to download the app or visit website or click the link? So this is what we call to action, CTA. Now this script starts from tired of slow, costly money transfer. Now if I want to create this animation now, I'm going to create a new project and I'll be using 16 by 9. 16 by 9. I believe you are following. Please, we are getting into the practical, and I want you to focus and avoid anything that will distract you, because this is an assignment I'm going to give it to you, that you should create this animation and you need to submit tomorrow. So I want you to focus and pay attention. All right. Now I'm going to rename this to transfer go animation, transfer go motion design. So I'll be using 16 by 9 and 30 fps. All right. Now click on create project. So if I want to create the first thing, which is tired of slow, costly money transfer, then I'll bring in a shape. So I'll click on this plus icon. All right. Click on rectangle shape. Yeah. Now click on this three dot icon here. Then I'll click on stretch to composition area. Stretch to composition area. Now the reason why I want to use stretch to composition area, because it's going to make the shape to fill in the screen. Instead of clicking on scale and doing this way, I'll just click on the stretch to composition area, then it's going to fit in the screen. Can you see? Fit in the screen. Now when you want to create a motion design for a brand, you need to use their brand color, because every company, every brand has their own brand color. I, Fame Maven, I have my brand color, and my brand color is different from Kuda brand color. Kuda brand color is different from Opay brand color, which means that if you want to create a visual project for Opay, then you need to use Opay brand color. Don't go and use Kuda brand color for Opay. It is wrong. Right? It is wrong. So you need to use Opay brand color. Now I'll be using transfer go brand color. So this is transfer go brand color. Transfer go brand color. Where is it? All right. So this is the brand color. So the first thing, I'll be using the yellow color. All right. So I'm going to click. So if you want to pick a color, you click on shape, click on color and fill, then click on this dropper. All right. Okay, please let me. I want to turn on my what's it called? My I'm coming. Um, my show touch so that I can see what I'm pressing. Okay. I'm coming. Just give me some moments. I want to turn on my show tabs. All right, now if you want to pick a color, all right, you click on this eyedropper tool, click on it like this, then you pick all the color like this. So that's how to pick colors. Can you see? I've already picked the color now. I'm going to hide this. Now come back to the script. Tired of slow, costly money transfer. So if I want to create this first scene, all right, as as a beginner, you don't want to start creating complex animation. You want to start simple because this is your first time creating a motion design. So you don't need to go and create big or complex animation. Start small. So now if I want to create the first scene now, I'm going to click on test here, then paste it here like this. Then I'm going to read this again. Tired of slow, costly money transfer. Motion design is about communication, communicating the message, communicating a message. Now, this is the message you want to communicate to the audience. And for you to communicate a message, you need to use visuals to communicate the message effectively. You need to use what? You need to use visuals to communicate the message effectively. Now, the first scene says that tired of slow, costly money transfer, which means that if I want to use visuals to communicate this, then I will download a video footage of a lady or a man that is sad, all right, that is tired, that is not happy. So we call that visuals. So I want to use that video footage to communicate the message. I want to use the video footage to communicate the message. So I can download a stock image or I can download a stock videos. But then in this motion design, I'll be using a stock videos. A stock videos. Now, if you want to use a stock videos, you need to always take note of this. Please don't make this mistake as a beginner. When you want to use stock videos, you need to ask yourself a question. The brand I want to create motion design for, is it a Nigeria brand or a foreign brand? So if it's a Nigeria brand, then if you want to download a stock videos or a stock image, then you need to download African or a black man or a black woman. You can't use a white man for a Nigeria company. It is wrong. You need to use a black man or a black woman because Nigerian, we are black people, all right? So if it's a foreign company, they need to use white people. Don't make this mistake. Foreign company, white people, while Nigeria brand or Nigeria company, black people. Now in this scene, I'll be using a black model, a black stock videos, not white, because this company is a Nigeria company. TransferGo is a Nigeria company. Their page is on Instagram. Let me show you because I love to evidence because you will explain time without evidence. So let me show you TransferGo. As you can see, TransferGo Africa. Even on their page, as you can see, they use African model. So the designer would follow the principles because you cannot use a white model for a Nigeria company. It's wrong. So I'll be using a stock video of a black lady. So now, if you want to download high quality stock videos, we can use two sites. The first one is Pixabay. The first one is Pixel. The first one is Pixel. The second one is FreePic. The third one is Everto. Right. So these are the three sites I use if I want to download high quality video footage, because if you want to create a motion design, you need to use high quality stock images or high quality stock videos. Don't go and download low quality stock videos. No, high quality, the one that has the highest quality. You can download a video footage that has 2K or 4K resolution. So you need to download the highest quality. The highest quality. I believe you are following. I believe you guys are following. All right, nice. All right, nice. So as I was saying, black model for Nigeria company, white model for foreign company. Because if you made this mistake, then it means you are not learning the right way. All right. Now, to download high quality stock videos, free pick, Pixel, and Envato. So when I want to create this motion design, I use free pick. So I click on Chrome, search for, visit free pick, freepick.com. All right. But then before you can download high quality stock videos using free pick, they need to subscribe to their plans. So I've already subscribed to their plans. But then if you cannot afford the subscription, you can use Pixel. Pixel is free, but free pick and Envato is not free. Yes, free pick has free plan, but then the best video footage on their site, you need to subscribe before you can get it. Now, when I want to search for these stock videos that I use, let me show you the stock video that I use. Where is it? Yeah, so this is stock video I use. When I search for these stock videos, the keyword I use is a sad African lady transfer money. Yeah, so let's see. Then click on search button. Yeah, then I change to videos. I want videos. Can you see? A sad African lady transfer money. Then I scroll down until I found this lady. I love these stock videos. It is high quality. As you can see, before you can download it now, you need to subscribe to the premium plan. So I've already subscribed. So that's why I was able to download these high quality stock videos. Now, as I said that, this is why I use this lady, because this lady aligned well with the project. And don't forget, motion design is about communication, communicating the message. It's not about moving things around the screen or animating anything. No, it's about communicating the message. If you cannot tell a story or communicate the message with your motion design, then what you are doing is just you are playing. Yes, let me use the word, you are playing. You are just playing. So you need to be able to communicate a message with your motion design and tell a story. Now, tired of slow, costly money transfer. So I use Poppins font, Poppins Poppins medium, right? Now, as you can see that I'm sorry for this my picture. I don't know how to hide this. So that's why I'm moving it left and right. If you know how I can hide this, you can just just drop a comment. Let me know. Now, the test now here is not feasible. Why? Because I have not applied the principles of designs. The test here is not feasible. Tired of slow, costly money transfer is not feasible. All right. The slide to use to download stock videos. Let me see it again. The first one is Pixel, P-E-S-E-L-S, Pixel.com. The second one is freepick.com, F-R-E-E-P-I-K, freepick.com. Then the third one is Envato. So let me just show you here. Envato, E-N-V-A-T-O, Envato. So these are the three sites I use when I want to download a stock images or a stock videos, right? Now let's continue. Now, the reason why this test is not feasible is because I have not applied design principles, which is contrast. So contrast says that when you want to create a design or an animation, you need to use a light text on a dark background and a dark text on a light background. Now, if you want to create an animation and the background you are using is light, then the opposite of light is dark, which means that I cannot use light on light. It is wrong. I will use light on dark and dark on light. That means you follow the principles of design, which is contrast. Contrast. Now, if I apply contrast principles now, the text will become visible. Now, let me change this text to dark. Can you see now? It is now visible. Visible. Why? Because I have applied design principles. So I'm using design principles to teach us how to create this motion design so that you can stick into your brain very well, because design principles is very, very important. What I say, design principles is very, very important. That's the secret behind my animation, because I follow the principles. When you follow the principles, then you will get the results. What I say, when you follow the principles, then you will get the results. So now, tired of slow, costly money transfer, I have applied design principles. Number one, contrast, which is dark text on light background. Now, I want to use a stock videos, which means that I cannot just use it like this. I need to what this manipulate it, or I should edit it. Now, I want to put this stock videos into a circle. Now, how will I do it? How will I put these stock videos like this one now, into a circle? How would I do it? Now, this is how to do it. Please and please pay attention. Thank you. Now, to before you can insert or put these stock videos into a circle, the first thing to do is to bring in a circle shape, then scale up. Can you see? Let me do it again. Bring in a circle shape, scale up, scale up, scale up, scale up like this. Can you see? Then now, if you want to clip an image into a shape, make sure the shape is on top while the image is behind the shape. Don't put the image on top the shape, it is wrong. Make sure the image or the stock videos is behind the shape. So the shape should be on top. The stock videos or the stock images should be behind the shape. Now, the stock videos now is behind the circle shape. So I'll click on the circle shape like this. Click on the video footage like this. As you can see, 2 layers selected. 2 layers selected. Now, when I select these 2 layers, it's going to show 3 icons here. The first one, the second one, the third one. So the second one means clip. Clip. What I say, clip. CLIP. It means clip the image into the circle shape. That's the second icon. So I'll just click on the second icon here. 1, 2, go. Click. Can you see? Magic. From this to what? To this. Yeah, very, very simple. You know, when I want to teach my students motion design, I mean those who sign up for my advanced course, I always sing this song that motion design is simple if only you follow the principles. Yeah. So I used to sing this song so that my student can always remember that motion design is simple when you follow the principles. Motion design is simple if only you follow the principles. Yeah. So now you know, I click on these stock videos, the shape, then I click on the middle icon, then boom, the stock video is now inside the circle shape. All right, you said I should come again, right? Okay, let me do it again, because this is the first time. So now, this is stock videos. Then, for those asking that, where did I download the fonts? Okay, if you want to download the fonts, you visit dafont.com. What I say, dafont.com. So, click on www.dafont.com. So, this is the site I use to download all my fonts. So, the font I use in this project is Poppins. All right, Poppins. So if you want to download the Poppins font, just come to Everto here, I said come to dafont.com, then click on the website. All right. Then search for Poppins, Poppins, Poppins. All right. So just download the Poppins. But then the easiest way to download fonts is when you come to Chrome browser or any browser you are using, just search for the font you want to use. Let's say you want to use Poppins. Just type Poppins TTF, Poppins TTF, then search. So it's going to bring it Poppins TTF. So if you don't add TTF, it might not bring the result you want. But when you add TTF, so if you want to download any font, whether you want to download Montserrat, Railway, Bibas, any font, make sure you add TTF. TTF. Poppins TTF. Then import the font to Alight Motion. So the font I use in this project is Poppins. Poppins. So I believe you understand. All right. So about the icon I click on. So let me explain that again. Now I want to clip these stock videos into a circle shape. Now, if I want to clip these stock videos into a circle shape, then the circle shape should be on top, while the stock video should be behind. What I say, the circle shape should be on top, while the stock videos should be behind. Then I will click on the circle shape, click on the stock videos. Can you see? Then on top here, at the top here, can you see at the top here, at the top? Yeah, we have three icons here at the top where I'm, taking my picture here like this. We have three icons. 1, 2, 3. Now, if I want to clip the stock videos into the shape, I will click on the second icon. I will click on the second icon. This one here, this one. Can you see? This second icon. Second icon. Second icon. Yes, this is the beginner level, so I need to explain very well. Second icon. Second icon. Second icon. All right. Then I'll click on it like this. Boom. Can you see? I believe you understand. I believe you understand. Let me do it once again. After that, we move on to the next thing because we still have a lot to cover. Click on it like this, then click on this one here, the second icon. Boom, like that. Then now, I can't put these stock videos on top of the text. It is wrong. So I need to follow design principles. Now, the second design principles I'll be using now is what we call alignment. Alignment. So we have three types of alignment. The first one is left alignment. The second is right alignment. The third is middle alignment. Middle alignment. Now, I want to use right and left alignment in the first thing. I want to use right and left alignment in the first thing. So I'm going to take these stock videos to the right because I want to apply design principles. Now, bring it here. Can you see? All right, the text like this. Now, the design principles is what is applied. Now, I want to animate the text. The next thing I will do is click on the text here, click on effects, click on add effects. All right, then you scroll down, you click on text. Here we have different effects here. We have color and light, drawing and edge, blur, everything. So click on text. Then we have 6 text effects here. So you click on the 5th text effect, which is text transform. Text transform. Text transform. Click on it here. Click on standard settings. Now, when you click on standard settings, we have different features here. All right, we have range and transform. So if you want to animate any text in Alight Motion using the text transform, you will use range and transform. So the visual attributes, the interpolating and easing at this level, you don't need it. So what you need at this level is just to range and transform. So now I'm going to click on range. All right, I'll click on range. Then I'll click on the first I'll click on is transform. All right, so when I click on transform, it has different features. The first one is offset, angle, scale, switch, alpha. Now I'll click on the first one, which is offset. To start from, do you want animation to start from the right here, or do you want to start from the left? Now I want this animation to start from the bottom. All right, so I'll click on the offset, then click on Y. Click on offset, click on Y, then take it down like this, down like this. Then I'll click on alpha. So what I'll be using here is just two features. The first one is offset, the second one is alpha. So click on alpha, then take it down to 0%. 0%. All right. So after doing this, the next thing to do is to click on range. Don't forget, I said you will use two features. The first one is range, the second one is transform. All right. So after you're done using the transform, the next thing is to click on range. All right. Then click on start. Range has three features. The first one is start, end, and face. So click on start, add a keyframe. Don't forget, I said if you want to animate a static element to motion, you will use keyframe. So now add a keyframe at 0 seconds, then another keyframe at 1.16 seconds. 1.16 seconds. A keyframe here. All right. Then come back to the click on start here, then take it to 100%. 100%. Can you see that the text is moving one by one? One by one. Can you see? So take it to 100%. Now we have animated the text from static text, can you see, to motion. Can you see? From static to motion using the text transform. Now I don't want this kind of text animation coming one by one. I want it to come, just word by word. So we have three types of text animation. We have three types of text animation. The first one is letter by letter. The second one is word by word. The third is 9 by 9. The first is letter by letter. The second is word by word. The third is 9 by 9. Now in this motion design, I want to use 9 by 9 text animation. I believe you are following. I believe you are following. All right, let's continue. So now I'll click on 9 by 9. All right. So it depends on what you want to do. So if you like the word by word text animation, then click on it. If you like the letter by letter, click on it. But then I love to use the 9 by 9. So I'm going to click on the 9 by 9 text animation. Don't worry, if you don't understand, the recording will be available, so you can go back and rewatch it until you understand. So I'll click on the 9 by 9. All right, then I'll take it up like this. Can you see? So I'm going to add. So after you take it up like this, the next thing to do is to add easing. So after keyframe, the next thing to add is easing. So keyframe will come first before easing. So keyframe is what? Movement, to move the element from one place to another. Then easing to make it smooth and to make it as the smooth feel. So after in keyframe, now let's add easing curve. So now I'll be using the ease out, not easing, because I want the animation to fast, then slow at the end. So I'll be using ease out. All right, I'll be using ease out. ease out. All right, now let's play the animation. Can you see? Very smooth. Can you see? Yeah, so that's that about the test animation. Now you can't leave these stock videos to be static like this. So we need to animate it now. So to animate these stock videos, you'll be using keyframe again. So to animate a static element, you need to add two keyframes, one keyframe here, another one at 1.16. Then come to the first keyframe here, then take it down like this. Take it down like this. Can you see? Now let's play. Can you see? Very smooth. Yeah, can you see? So if I not add easing curve, the animation will look robotic. Can you see? But then because I add the ease out curve, can you see? Smooth. So now we are done with the first scene. Now the model aligned well with the script. The script says tired of slow costly transfer, but and the model is sad, is not happy, she's not happy, so it align with it. Now I can't use a model that is smiling or that is laughing. It is wrong because it does not align well with the message. So when you want to download a stock videos or a stock image, make sure that the stock image you download aligns well with the message or with the script. If the script says that are you happy, then you download a happy model. If the script say that are you sad, then you download a sad model. I believe you understand. So don't go and use um happy scripts. Don't go and use happy model for a sad script. Alright, so a sad model for a sad script, happy model for a happy script. So now you are done with the first scene. So let's create the second scene. Alright, the second scene. Now the second scene says that introducing transfer goal. Introducing what? Transfer goal. Now I'll be creating another scene now. Alright, so let's bring in another color, another rectangle shape, right? Another rectangle shape. Then click on the three dot icon again. Then click on stretch to composition area. Alright. Now introducing what? Transfer goal. So I'll be using the same font again. Now when working on a project, we have some do's and don'ts which you should not do. Some do's and don'ts. Now these are when working on a motion design project, there are things you should not do. Alright, there are things you should not do. Number one, make sure you don't use too many colors and fonts. Make sure you don't use too many colors and fonts. Stick to to a color and do not use more than 2 colors in your project. Don't use 5 colors, 6 colors. The first thing use black, second thing use yellow, the third thing use blue. No, use 2 colors and don't use too many fonts. Maybe scene 1 you use Poppins bold, scene 2 you use Montserrat, scene 3 you use Railway. No, make sure you don't use more than 2 fonts. You can even use one family font. Family font means that it has other font like bold, regular, semi-bold, another font like that. So use 2 fonts or one font and 2 colors. Don't use 5 fonts, 5 colors. Now in this project, I use just one font throughout the animation, which is Poppins. Poppins. So make sure you follow this. Do not use too many colors and too many fonts. Now the next thing is introducing transfer goal. Alright, then I'll put it at the left side here again. Introducing transfer goal. Alright, now I'm going to bring in a phone mockup so that I can display the app UI. Alright, so I'll bring in this phone mockup now. Scale up. Now this is why I want to use this phone mockup, because I want to display the app UI. Alright, I want to display the app UI. So bring it to the right side, then bring in a shape like this. All right. Do not forget that motion design is all about communicating the message. All right. So that's why that's why I want to use a full mock-up here to communicate the message, because it says that introducing transfer goal. So I need to display the app UI. Now make sure that you bring in the circle. Now if you want to clip an app UI into a shape, you follow the same method. All right, so let me bring in the app UI. The app UI. Um, the app UI. All right. Now this is the app UI. So now if I want to clip this app UI into this shape, then I'll make sure that the shape is on top while the app UI is behind the shape. All right. The first thing I did here is that I bring in a test here. I bring in a test here and I place the test at the left. Now, after placing the test at the left, the next thing I want to do now is to bring in a phone mockup. So the meaning of UI is user interface. User interface. So now the next thing say that introducing transfer goal, which means that I need to bring in a full mockup to display the transfer goal UI, user interface. That's why I bring this full mockup. Then this is the user interface. So I can't just bring the user interface here like this. I need to clip this user interface into a circle shape. Right? Now to clip it, then I need to bring in a rounded rectangle shape, which is this. Then, as I said, that if you want to clip any image, make sure the image you want to clip is behind the shape. The image you want to clip is behind the shape. Now let's clip this image. So I'll click on the shape 1. I will click on the UI 2. Can you see? Then I will click on the second icon on the top here. Can you see the second icon on top here? Click on it like this. Now I have successfully clipped the UI into the shape. Can you see? I have clipped the UI into the shape. Let me do it again. Now this is the UI. This is the UI. Can you see? This is the UI. The UI. Can you see? The shape. So I'll click on it like this, then clip it. Click on the second icon here to clip like this. Can you see? So we are done. Then I will take it down like this. Very simple. Can you see? Then now it's time to animate. Don't forget, design will come first before animation. So now we are done with design. The text is at the left while the full mockup is at the right. Now we have follow design principle, which is alignment. The text is well aligned. The full mockup too is well aligned. Now it's time to animate, because what we are doing now is motion design, not just design. We are designing and animating the design to make it move. So now let's make this design to move. So instead of animating this text animation from scratch again, there are things there's a simple way or a secret you can do to animate the text. So I'll just click on the first text animation that I animate. Yeah. Then click on effects. Once again, click on the text animation that I animate the first time. Click on effects. Then I'll click on the 3 dots icon here. I'll click on copy effect. Copy effect. So I'll copy the effect here. Copy. Then I'll scroll back again. scroll, then I'll click on the second text, click on effect, click on the three dot icon here and paste. I believe you understand. So instead of creating it from scratch again, this is another way to animate the text. I can reuse this same text transform throughout the animation to save time. All right, to save time. Now I'm done with the text animation here. So it's time to animate the phone mockup. All right, so I will click on the phone mockup. Now, if I want to control the phone mockup together, I'm using null. Don't forget, I said null is used to control 5 or 10 elements together. Don't forget, null is used to control 5 or 10 elements together. So now I want to use the null to control the full mockup. So I'll click on the null. All right, then I will click on move and transform. Then I'll take this icon here to the middle of the phone mockup like this, because I want to animate the phone mockup. So I will click on the phone mockup here, then click on this one here. All right, click on this one, then I will now merge it to the null. I will merge it to the null. Now merge it to the null. Then the second one as well, merge it to the null. Can you see? Now I will use the null to control the phone. Can you see? I will use the null to control the phone. So now I want to animate the phone mockup. So I'll be adding two keyframes. So one keyframe here, another one here. Then I'll come to the first keyframe like this. All right, then take it down like this. So I'll add easing curves. Don't forget that after keyframe, the next thing to add is easings. After keyframe, the next thing to add is easing. So I'll add easing curve like this. Then we are good to go. We are good to go. So make sure that the phone mockup is on a straight line, not bending. So when you see this red line, it means that the phone mockup is on a straight line. It's not bending. It's on a straight line. It's not bending. Now let's see. Can you see? So we are done with the animation. Now let's move on to the third scene. So the third scene says that you can send money in minutes to over 160 countries. You can send money in minutes to over 160 countries. So in this scene again, I'll be using the app UI. I believe you are following. All right, so about the app UI, don't worry, I'm going to drop the resources in the description. Don't worry, the resources, everything that I used in this animation, I'll drop the link in the description. So now let's design the next scene. So come back to Alight Motion. Don't forget, we are done with the first scene. The first scene here, simple. The second scene as well, simple. Now the third scene, so let's change the color. So let's bring in another rectangle shape. All right, so click on the three dot icon here again. Click on stretch to composition area. So let's change this to the second brown color, which is this. All right, now I'll bring in the phone mockup again, or duplicate this one to save time. So I'll bring it here like this, like this, so I'm going to remove it from the null, which is I'll click on none. All right, now I'll bring in the app UI, another app UI again. So no, the app UI, everything I use in this project will be shared with you. So now I want to use this app UI. The reason why I want to use this app UI is because it's aligned well with the script. The script says that you can send money in minutes to over 160 countries. Now this UI show different countries and transaction. So the UI aligned well with the script. Don't forget, I said that make sure you use rituals that align well with the message or that align well with the script. All right, so now let's clip this UI into a shape. So the same process again. Bring in a rounded rectangle shape. Then click on edit shape. Click on size. Then click on Y. Take it like this. Like this. Click on S. Do it this way. Like this. Radius. Now, the screenshots. The app UI. Make sure the app UI is behind the rounded rectangle shape, is behind it like this. Then click on the rounded rectangle shape, click on the UI, then clip it together. Can you see? So when you are done clipping, then you now take it back to the full mockup like this. So we now reduce the size. Reduce like this. Then take it down. Nice. So bring in the null again. Don't forget, null is used to control 5 or 10 elements together. So bring in the null again. Then click on this one, match it to the null. Alright, the screenshot again, match it to the null. So now I'll use the null to control the full mockup by bringing it down here. Alright, then zoom out a bit like this. Now I'll bring in a circle shape, then scale it up like this. So what I'm doing now is design. Alright, so design will come first before animation. So I've not started animating at all. What I'm doing now is designing by applying design principles or by following design principles. Alright. So now let's scale up the circle shape. Alright, now take it down like this. So let's change the color to the brown color. Don't forget, I said always use the brown color. So now let's take it down. Exactly. So now let's zoom it, a bit like this. So now let's take this phone to the top like this. Now let's click on the plus icon here, click on paste, then paste like this. So click on Poppins medium. All right, then click on medium alignment. So bring it to the center. All right, I said we have 3 types of alignment. The first one is left alignment, second one is right, the third is middle. So now I want to use the middle alignment. So I'll change this to white. All right. Okay. Sorry, this is not the color, the brown color. This is the brown color. Yeah, this. So take it down like this. All right. Then the circle should be below. Now the text should be like this. You can send money to. Now I need to apply white space. White space is one of the principles of design, which means that the text and the element should not be too close to each other. There should be a breathing space. All right, there should be a negative space. White space does not mean that you should use white as your background color. It means that there should be a negative space within your text and your elements. Within your text and element. So now I'm going to scale this one a bit like this. All right, can you see? Now the full mockup here. Now let me reduce the size of the full mockup because I want to apply white space. There should be a breathing space, because if the phone mockup is close to the text, then it will be difficult for the audience to read, you know, the information, because you are passing an information across. You are communicating the message. So there should be a breathing space. So that's why I want to take down the phone mockup a little bit. Then the text should be in the middle. Can you see? Nice. Now for the animation, now we are done with design. We are done with the design. Now, if I want to export this as a design, as a static design, like this, it is even beautiful without animating. Can you see? It is beautiful. Why? Because I follow design principles. But what if that the text is like this and I export it like this? Can you see that the design is wrong? Design is bad. Why? Because I did not follow design principles. White space is not applied here. White space means that there should be a negative space between your text and your element. Now, if I take the text up like this, can you see? And I export it again. Now, the design is what is nice because I follow design principles. So, for the animation, I'll come to the first test again, the second test, right? Click on it again, come to effects, all right? Then click on the three dot icon here, click on copy effect. Now, click on the third test again, then paste it, paste. Can you see? Paste the test animation again. This is why I love to use this, because to save time. All right. So instead of going back again to animate the test from scratch, I'll just use that method. But then I will advise you as a beginner not to use this, because if you keep on using this, then you won't be able to master the text transform very well. So way to master the text transform. So don't be lazy. Make sure you animate your text from scratch over and over again, so you can master the text transform. This is why I'm using this, because I want to save time. It's almost 10:30 p.m. All right, so that's why I'm using that method. Now I've animated the text. Can you see now? The text is moving now. Can you see? The text is moving. Now it's time to animate the phone mockup and the circle shape. Let me exit the app so that I can see better. All right. Now let's animate the phone mockup. So the same method, two keyframes, one keyframe here, another keyframe here. Then the first keyframe, just come back again, then take it down, down, take it down like this. Then don't forget, after keyframe, the next thing is easing. All right, the next thing is easing curves. Right, so now I'll be using what is out. Now let's animate the circle again. So two keyframes, one keyframe here, and that one here. Then take it down like this. Take it down like this. All right. Then add easing curve again like this. Now can you see? It's moving up and down. So we are done with the animation. Design comes first before animation. Now the next thing is simple, secure, and affordable. Simple, secure, and affordable. I believe you are following. All right, let's continue. You see, motion design is about communicating the message. So now what we are doing on Alight Motion is we are trying to communicate the message, trying to turn the script into visuals by using visuals to communicate the message. Now we have used different visuals. We have used circle shape, a phone mockup, a typography, a color. So these are called visual elements, and we are using design principles to arrange them. So if I do not learn design principles, I will not know how to arrange the visuals. I believe you understand better. So they both work together. Design principles, visual elements. Before you can arrange visual elements, you need to study, understand design principles. All right. Now, let's design the next thing. So I'll change this color to the brown color again. So now click on the three dots icon here. Then click on stretch to composition area again. Stretch to composition area again. This is why I'm saying it one by one like this. Is because this is the beginner level, first time using Alight Motion. So I don't want to rush. Assuming you are going to the advanced level, I will just keep on talking, but then I need to explain one by one so that you can understand better. All right. Now I'll change this color to. Don't forget that the color I'm using now is the brown color, and I keep using the same color. I do not use maybe pink, use red. No, I use the same color consistently. Now this time around I'll be using this color. All right. So from the dark color now, from the dark color here to this color. Now we want to design this one simple, secure, and affordable. So for the simple, secure, and affordable, I can't just write simple. Yeah, no, it's not done. I need to use visual to communicate it. So now I'll be using an icon. I'll be using this icon. Yeah, this one to communicate that yes, it is simple. So this is the check mark. So I want to use this check mark to communicate that yes, it is simple. So using visuals like this will help the audience to understand the message very well. So that's why I choose to use visuals to communicate. Simple. I use check mark. Now the second one is secure, which means I'm going to download security icon. So this is my own process. If I want to work on a project now, secure. So instead of writing just secure on the screen, I'll click on I will come to Chrome, search for security icon PNG. Make sure you always add PNG, security icon PNG. Now it's going to show a lot of icons. So just click on anyone that's aligned well with it, then download. All right. Now the next one is affordable. So now I'll come to Chrome again, search for affordable icon PNG. Can you see? So a wallet, a ant. So I'll just click here, click on anyone that's aligned well with the animation, then download. I believe you understand. All right. So that's how I that's how I download the icons. All right. Now let's quickly design the simple, secure, and affordable. So now click on test. Simple. So I will use the same font again. Poppins medium, color white. Don't forget, make sure you apply what contrast. A white text on a dark background and a dark text on a white background. Now let's scale it up. Scale it up like this. All right. Then let's bring in the check mark. Then now I want to change the color of this check mark. So how will you change the color? Click on effects. Click on add effects. Click on color and light. Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. Click on solid color. Solid color. All right. Click on solid color. Then click on standard settings. Can you see that the color has been changed? Now you just click on this color option, then change it to the color that you want. So now I'm changing it to this color. Yeah, this. Now let's reduce the size like this, then bring it here like this. Now I'm going to apply design principles here as well. Right. So now I'll be using I will apply balance. What I say? Balance. Balance. Which means that the check mark should balance with the text. So I can't bring the text mark, the check mark here. It is wrong. So the text should balance well with the check mark icon. So I'll just bring it to the middle like this to balance well. Balance. So design principles, balance. Can you see? So I'll just reduce the size a bit, then bring it here like this, like this, like this. Alright. Then bring it here. Exactly. Alright. Now I want to animate this text. So I will not use the effect again, the text transform. So I will use 2 keyframes. One keyframe here, another keyframe here. Then I'll come to the first keyframe. So take the text down like this. Like this. Then I'll add easing. Do not forget, keyframe will come first before easing. So to add easing. So I'll be adding the ease out because I want the animation to come fast, then slows down. Now let's play. Let's play it. Now nice. So make sure that the text is not too fast. So let's increase the keyframe a bit like this. Now let's click on the check mark. Keyframe here, another keyframe here. Alright. Then take it down like this. So now we are done animating the text. So let's animate the icon. So now for the icon, I'll be using bouncing effect. Bouncing effect. So I'll click, when you click on the easing, we have different easing. We have the easing, the ease out. The second one here is what we call bouncing. Alright, bouncing. So I'll click on the second, which is elastic. So the elastic means that the animation will bounce. It's going to bounce. Alright. So I'll click on the elastic, then take it down like this. Alright. Like this. Then let's see. Let's see. Can you see? Now we are done with the simple animation. Now the next one is secure. So I'll bring in another rectangle shape again. Click on the check mark. Click on stretch to composition area again. Then I will change it to this color. Alright. Simple. Then I'll write it again, secure. Or we can copy the text we use here to save time. Then take it up like this, bring it here. Alright, simple. I'll just change it to secure. Change to secure. Alright. Now don't forget that I need to apply design principles, which is contrast. Because now the text is light and the background is light, so it's wrong. So I need to use a dark text on a light background. So I change it to a black color. Alright, contrast. Now I'll bring in this security icon. Icon. Yeah, this one. Then I'm going to reduce the size by applying design principle, which is balance. So like this. Alright, balance. So I'll be adding 2 keyframes. One keyframe here and that one here. Then take it down like this. So I will add using curve like this. So you can animate it this way, or we can use the same style, which is bouncing. So let's use the bouncing animation. So a keyframe here as well. So for the bouncing, you use scale. Don't forget I said we have 4 properties when you want to animate for animation: position, scale, opacity, and rotation. So I'll be using scale for the bouncing animation. So take it down like this, like this. Then come to the easing section, click on the second one, click on the second easing, which is elastic. Then just draw it down a bit. So then increase the keyframe like this. Now let's see the animation. Let's see simple, secure. Now let's bring in another rectangle shape. So we'll change this color to another color, which is this. All right, simple, secure, affordable. So let's try that. So I'll copy the text again to save time. This is 10:30 p.m. already, but then we need to complete this project. So so let's keep on working. Now let's change this to color white. Don't forget white text on a dark background. So white. Then change this one to an affordable. And affordable. So like this. So for the affordable, I'll bring in the wallet. Yeah, this. So now if I want to change the color, the same process. Click on effects, click on add effects, click on solid color here, then change it to a light color. So always follow design principles. So now let's reduce the size so that it will balance well with the text. Everything we are doing here is we are just we are applying design principles. I believe you guys are following, or are you sleeping already? I believe you are following. So let's complete this animation tonight. So if you are following, just drop a fire emoji. Let me know. Let me know, please. I'm sorry that I did not meet up with the time, but then motion design takes time. This is the beginner level, so I need to break it down for you so that you can be able to create your own, send it to me for review. All right. So let's continue. So now you need to reduce the size of the wallet so that the wallet will balance well with the text. Okay. Now let's bring the text here. And one thing you need to do when working on Alight Motion is that you need to on the grid 9. So what's the grid 9? This is the grid 9. When you click on this icon here, this one here, what we call grid 9. So you need to take it to always take this grid 9 to 269. 269. So when you take it to 269, you're able to see if your text is well aligned or is not well aligned. All right, take it to 269. Now let's take this to the middle and make sure that it is balanced like this. All right, now let's animate the text. Okay, the text is animated already. So now let's animate the wallet. Affordable. Oh god, my hand is sweating already. Oh, but regardless, we keep working. We cannot relent. So now let's take this here. Now don't forget that when you are working on the project, make sure you are always consistent. Don't use different colors or different text. As you can see that from the beginning of the scene, I use just one text, which is poppins. All right, so make sure you are consistent. You just use text anyhow. You are consistent. Now let's animate the wallet. A keyframe here, another keyframe here, then take it down like this. Yeah, so then click on the easing, click on the second easing, elastic. All right, then increase the keyframe like this. Now let's play affordable. Now the affordable is is not balanced well with the wallet. So let's take it down like this to balance well with the wallet. So let's play it again. Now we are done with an affordable. So we're almost done. So the next one is transfer to friends and family. We're almost done. Transfer to friends and family. So this one again, as I said, that motion design is about communicating the message. So friends and family means that we need to download a stock videos, a high quality stock videos of friends and family. So let's go back. Let's go to free pick again. Free pick, free pick. Then search for friends and family. Black. Okay. Search for African family. Then click send to videos. Then search African families. Can you see African families? But then I've already downloaded the stock videos, so I just show you the process. So now let's bring in the stock videos. Let's bring in another background. All right, another background. Click here. Click on this three dot icon again. Click on stretch to composition area. All right, now click on stretch to composition area. Now let's change this to this. All right, now let's bring in the stock videos. So this is one I downloaded from FreePick, high quality stock videos. So friends and family. So just take it up like this. Then let's place the text like this. Then to the middle. Now let's change this font to Poppins medium. Change this color black. All right, color black. Then to the middle like this. All right, friends and family. So now let's animate it because we have already applied design principles. A keyframe here, another one here. Then the first keyframe here, take it down like this. So add easing curve like this. Then the second one as well, the same method, 2 keyframes, 1 keyframe here, another keyframe here. Then come to the first keyframe, take it down like this, then easing. So be using ease out. So now the friends and the stock videos will come first before the test and family. So let's take the test here like this. All right, so like this. Then now, so let's design the last scene. We are done already. We are done. So let's copy this. Download, transfer, go today. So we are done. So let's bring in another background. So the rectangle shape again. Click on stretch to composition area. Stretch to composition area. So let's change this color to this. Now, the reason why this motion design is easy is because I have gathered the resources before I start working. Assuming I've not gathered the resources, it will be very difficult because I'll keep on searching and searching. But then I'll take my time to gather the resources. So that's why it's very easy. All right. So gathering of resources, it is part of the things you need to do before creating your first motion design as a beginner. You gather your resources. All right. Now let's bring in a circle shape. Then click on scale. All right. Let's zoom out again. You see, motion design is not simple. I'm lying to you. Motion design is not simple. Even now, this motion design is 15 seconds, and we are spending about close to 2 hours now. Just 15 seconds motion design. Imagine if you want to create 30 seconds or you want to create 1 minute, you can spend like 7 hours on it. So it is not easy to teach. That's why I cannot find tutorial on motion design because it is difficult to teach. But then I'm just taking this as a sacrifice to teach people, and because it's not like I have to drop something that I'm doing now to teach this. So it's not that easy. But then I believe that yeah. So let's continue. Let's continue. So let's zoom this now. Then change the color to this. All right. Now let's bring in the former cup again. We are done already. So scale up like this. Bring it here. Now let's write this text. Paste. Download transfer go today. Download transfer go today. So let's change the color white. So let's zoom out like this. Download transfer go today. Now make it here like this. So alignment, the text should be well aligned. Now let's bring it to the last screenshot. The last screenshot. Last screenshot. Yeah, so this is it. Now this is why I want to use this screenshot, because the screenshot aligned well with the script. Transfer go today. Now, as you can see, transfer go is on the white background, their logo. So it's aligned well with it. So that's why I'm using this UI. All right. Now, the same method, bring in a rounded rectangle shape. Click on edit shape. All right. So expand like this. Click on Y, then take it down like this, like this, like this, like this. Then click on S, do it like this. All right. Now bring it here, like this. So now make sure that the shape is on top, the screenshot or the UI is behind. So now click on the two, 1, 2. Then click on the second icon here, this one here, this one. So click on it, boom. Now take it down. Take it down behind the phone. So now reduce the size like this. What was wrong? I think we did not do something right here. Okay, I get it now. Radius. Okay, so now let's do it again. 1, 2. Click on the second icon. 3. Now take it down. So let's reduce the size like this. Like this. So yeah, we're almost done. So that's that about that. Now download transfer go today. So I'll be using the same text animation. So paste it. Okay, let's come back to the first scene. So I want to use the same text animation to save time. So copy effects, then come back to the last scene. So paste the text animation here. Paste. So we are done. Now don't forget to control this form mockup. We use null effects. Alright, so match the form mockup to the null, then this one to the null, like this. So now let's control it. Alright, so a keyframe here and that keyframe here, then take it down like this. So easing off like this. Yeah, we are done. So we are done. Now let's animate the last circle as well. 2 keyframes, 1 keyframe here, another keyframe here, then take it down. Take it down like this. So easing like this. Yeah, we are done. We are done. So this is the end of the motion design practical. All right. So now we are done with the animation. We have not add sound effect or background music. All right. We have not add sound effect or background music. So now we are done with the animation. Now let's split everything. Now, yeah, can you see? So let's play the animation we just did from the beginning to the end, from problem to solution and call to action. Call to action is download transfer go today. So now it's time to add music. All right, so let's bring in the music. So now let's bring in the music. because without background music, then the motion design is not complete. So I have a lot of music here. So I need to scroll. So yeah. Now if you want to download background music for your project when you are done, there are things you need to do. All right. So if you are working on a project for a business or a brand or a company, then if you want to search for background music, search for corporate background music. Corporate. So if you want to download background music, use this site called PZB. PZB. So come to Chrome browser, then search for PISAPAY.com. PZB.com. So search, then click on music. All right. Then search for corporate. Corporate. Now let's play. All right. So just click on download. Then come back to Alight Motion. All right. So this is the background music. Can you see? Simple, secure, and affordable. Download transfer go today. Now the last thing to add now is sound effects. So how we download sound effects? Very simple again. So just come back to PCB again. All right. So click on sound effects. I'm coming. So come back again. PZB.com. So for the sound effect, you can use PZB or Envato, but Envato is not free, so you need to subscribe. So now click on sound effects. Now we want to download sound effect for this pop, for this bouncing wallet, bouncing security and all. So just come back to PZB and search for pop. Yeah, download. Then come back to. So after adding background music, the next thing to add is sound effects, to bring more life to your animation. Sound effect. So now let's bring in the sound effect. So view all. Now I need to keep scrolling again. The sound effects. We're almost done. All right. Now so let's bring in the sound effects. So now make sure that you align the sound effects with the bounce wallet. So bring it to where the bounce wallet is, like this. So you can increase the volume to 200 or 150. And let's play it again. Let's play it. Alright, can you hear the sound? Now let's duplicate the sound again and add it to the second scene. This one. Can you hear the sound? Then copy it again. Let's bring it to this scene. To the simple, this one. Yeah. So I'll be sharing all these resources with you, so don't worry. I'll put the link in the description so that you can download and create yours. So now let's hear it again. So now we have added background music and sound effect. So let's split it again to watch the animation so that we can end the class. Alright, now we are done with the animation. So let's play. Yeah, so that is how to create your first motion design with Alight Motion. If you are still here, I want you to drop a fire emoji. All right. So for the mode app, very very simple. So if you want to download the mode app, all right, on your Android phone, just come to Chrome browser, then search for download download Alight Motion mode APK. Make sure you add APK. Make sure you add APK. Then search for it. Now it's going to bring different websites. So the mode app that work on my own phone might not work on your own phone because my own phone is Tecno Camon 30 Pro 5G and the RAM is different. So the one that work on my phone is AppDone. So you might download it from this site and it might not work on your phone. So if you want to download the mode app, all right, the mode app is stressful, but then you have to go to the stress. So now you need to download it from each site one by one. One site, click on the first one here, download it on your phone. If this one work on your phone, then you are good. You are good to go. But if you download it on your phone and the first site does not work, come back again, click on the second site again. As you can see that it's stressful, but then you have no choice. So click on it again, all right, download it on your phone. If it work, then you are good to go. But if you install it on your phone and it does not work, go back again, click on the second one. So keep clicking on each site until you found the one that work well on your phone, right? Until you find the one that work well on your phone. But the one on Play Store works on every phone. But then if you cannot afford the subscription, then you need to go through the stress, right? So you need to go through the stress. But for iOS users, don't need to stress yourself at all because APK cannot work on iOS. iOS is IPA, not APK. All right. So if you have downloaded yours successfully, then I want you to create this motion design, all right, and send it to me for review. So I'm going to drop the link to download the resources in the description. So I want you to create yours. So the background music, the sound effect, everything I use, I've uploaded everything on Drive. So I'll copy the link and paste it in the description. So this is the end of today's tutorial on creating your first motion design, and I believe you learn a lot. Now, before we end the class, I want to share the don'ts of motion design as a beginner. What you should not do when you want to create a motion design. Number one, make sure you don't overcomplicate things. This is your first time creating motion design. Do not overcomplicate things. This means that make sure you keep your first project simple. That's why this project now is very very simple. I did not create a complex animation. This is your first stage, the beginner level. So make sure that you don't use too many elements. Make sure you keep it simple. Keep it simple. Avoid using too many elements. Now, this animation is simple because I did not use too many elements. So that's number one. Number two, colors or font. Stick to one font. Stick to two colors. Number three, don't use dark text on a dark background. Make sure you use a light text on a dark background and a dark text on a light background. Number four, don't rush yourself. At this level you will make mistakes at this beginner level. So don't rush yourself, okay, because I want to be the first to submit. No, take your time. Do not rush yourself. This is the first level. It might take you maybe 5 hours or 6 hours. Yes, I understand, but just put in the work. Just know that you will not remain in that level forever. I've also been in that level where I will spend 6 hours on just 10 seconds animation. But then today, I can create 1 minute motion design within 2 hours. Why? Because I've been doing it over and over again. Consistent practice. That's why I say that practice what makes perfect. But then practice will not make perfect instantly. Consistent practice is what makes perfect. So do not rush yourself. Take your time and design the animation, because when you rush yourself, then the outcome of your animation will be bad. So do not rush yourself. And the last thing is that do not compare yourself to experts. No, no, no. Do not compare yourself to experts. Remember that the best motion designer were also a beginner. We are once a beginner. I felt Maven was where I was once a beginner that I did not even know anything about motion design or Alight Motion. So do not compare yourself. You just know that you just start your journey, and if you keep practicing and you put in the work, you will attain the professional level. You just keep practicing. Don't compare yourself. All right, your journey is different from my own journey. Likewise, my journey is different from your own journey. So focus on yourself to improve yourself. So don't let anyone grow to maybe to see, okay, you are doing well. You are doing well. So do not compare yourself to experts. All right. You just start your own journey, and trust me, you will attain pro level. So focus on your growth and progress. So that's what I want to share with us, and I believe you learn a lot. So thanks so much for joining the live class. So this is the end of tonight's class, and I believe today is better than yesterday, because yesterday network issues and all, but today I believe today is better. So if you learned from this tutorial, I want you to to just comment, okay, what you learned. Okay, I learned something, I learned this and that. You just do that for within 5 minutes before we I stop the live stream, before I end the live stream. All right. So one last thing I want to share with us is that, you see, learning will result to learning learning without implementing, you will not get any results. So for you to get results from this class, you need to and implement learn and implement, because action beats results. If you just watch the tutorial and you abandon it on YouTube without going back again or to practice, you will not get results. You will not get results. So you need to what? Practice before you can get results. All right. So now the recording will be made available here on my YouTube channel. So now I want you to go back after we end the class and watch the tutorial and practice. Send your work to me on WhatsApp for review. So then I will tell you, okay, this one you did is wrong and right. So yeah, once again, thanks so much for joining SMDH 2.0 class day 2. So tomorrow we go again by 8 p.m. and we'll be diving into creating another motion design. So tomorrow we'll be creating a motion design for a fintech company called Number. All right. So tomorrow is going to be massive, massive. So I want you to work on this before tomorrow class. Send it to the WhatsApp group for review so that we can start, working on a new project. So make sure you complete this one before 8 p.m. tomorrow. I believe it won't take you more than 3 hours to complete. So just make sure you put in the work, right? Because as I always say that in life, you don't get what you wish for, you only get what you work for. I've been speaking since 8 p.m. now. As you can see, I'm working. So you also need to work before you get results, because talk is cheap. What did I say? Talk is cheap. You need to back up your talk with action, because if you keep saying that, okay, I want to become a pro, and you don't back it up by taking necessary action, you remain in the same level. But if you want to evolve, then you need to back up your talk, or you need to back up your wish by taking action. All right. So thanks so much for joining this live class, and I will see you tomorrow. Yeah, thanks so much.